I resolved to record another video today that I've been putting off for a couple of reasons. One is that I've actually been a little bit busy, and two, it's probably going to piss off a few friends. And I'm of the opinion that the truth should still be said, though. And the thing is that those I do piss off, I really hope that we can continue to be friends and whatnot, but there's this drama going on via Twitter and YouTube right now, where it's stemming from this thing where at VidCon, two people that I don't actually really like at all, they're on opposite ends of a certain spectrum, were involved in this incident, one being Anita Sarkeesian and another Sargon of Akkad. You know, that dude. that dude. Well, without even being... Without Carl even doing anything other than just sitting there, Anita Sarkeesian had made the decision to call out Carl specifically and call him a garbage human being. So some people have said that this is harassment and whatnot, and to backtrack and give a little bit more context to this is that there were something of about 40 different dudes and chicks who were on the opposite end of things, mostly, from Anita Sarkeesian. And I don't believe for a second that the intent of organizing that was just to simply sit and listen. I don't believe that at all. And this might come in conflict with a dude who I don't know personally, but I've been following a lot of his content over the past couple of years. Mundane Matt. He I don't think that he was really there to intimidate or harass. In fact, I think that there are a lot of people who were in that 40 who weren't there to harass or anything like that, who really did believe the line that they're just there to sit and listen. The problem there is, though, is that Carl and one or more of the people who were actually trying to put that together, that little thing together, is that was absolutely there to be a garbage human being, though. It was definitely there to intimidate and harass. I mean, you can definitely harass somebody without saying a word. In fact, a lot of tactics used against me in years past in real life did exactly that. So I don't think that the actual original intent of any of that was really to be peaceful or or anything like that. So, I don't believe Matt Jarbo is actually at fault. I don't believe Mundane Matt is actually, I really think that he was believing the line that they weren't doing anything wrong. So, I believe that he's kind of given himself, you know, through ignorance, a bit of self-absolution there, where the problem isn't with him or people like him. Now, another problem I have with this is, well, the other side of the argument, and well, yes, Anita Sarkeesian is very much herself a garbage human being. I don't agree with either side of what's going on, you know, but I agree with Anita, however, that Carl is indeed a garbage human being. The problem is that stating this at the very circumstances that she is also garbage herself. It is not a gendered or socio-political attribute. They are both garbage human beings. So, you know, if I, just beat that point in, is that both sides are wrong. You know, as I often say with certain things, and the many times that I've been on Woolly Bumblebee's streams as Tinfoil Matt, I do consider her a friend. So naturally, I know a lot of the trashiness of garbage of Akkad. I think we actually did refer to him as that. If you garbage of Akkad, and so this is all a perfect storm because Anita Sarkeesian, is synonymous with bad internet drama. I mean, let us not forget that she is very much synonymous. She is bad internet drama. She is not necessarily what she purports herself to be. She's not this critic of of popular things in culture, but no, like with that whole what did she call that series? Tropes versus Women or something, where she essentially conned a bunch of people out of some money to make this big long series about tropes and video games and whatnot, but she only made like a few videos. And getting to there took longer than she said. And then she started asking for more money from people. She didn't even completely do what she said that she was going to do, and she gave no real reason for it either. And then, so and that's kind of a thing that's been beat to death before, where she's disingenuous with media posting, and and a lot of those videos, the premise was wrong, or she was somehow being disingenuous or lying in some of those videos too. Very much like Sargon of Akkad would, a lot of people made her crap known in a lot of different ways, and she doesn't really belong in an honest discussion, because she is either incapable or unwilling to be honest in discussion. At least of the things that she's been talking about. So there was a lie somewhere along the lines of reporting this drama through different where Carl had actually made his way to the stage and proceeded to yell. I don't know why anyone would actually believe that, because it clearly didn't happen. There is video evidence. There's a lot of witnesses. So that part clearly didn't happen, and it doesn't help the perception of Anita and her followers that this kind of false detail was spread. I mean, clearly Anita didn't really say that this didn't happen either, because then she would have to go back on a lot of things that she said. So some are parroting the line that Sargon was not there to rest, and like I've already said, where I guess I'm afraid that people are going to take that that all of them were there to harass. Well, no, they weren't. I've got to beat this into your heads that there were people who actually did believe, well, that what they were doing was right. So as far as not paying attention at this point is concerned, I'm pretty sure that you know, I'm pretty sure that at some point in the future, you know, probably within the next year, Anita is going to be doing something rather egregious, and that's everybody, that everybody will have a reason to go after her for it, because internet drama like that is actually kind of predictable, and internet drama people like Anita are rather predictable. The problem is with Sargon is that we couldn't very well say the same about him. I mean, please remember that I still, from the people that I've hung with in the past, so that I don't exactly have a good view of Carl either. There are absolutely, and please consider this, and please consider the facts behind this, where there are absolutely justified reasons that certain corners of the internet would have issue with Sargon. I mean, there are completely justified reasons. So, this is another point where everyone is wrong, everything is stupid, and this drama should really go away. It really should. We're presumably all adults, so we presumably have much better things that we could be doing with our days. And this drama needs to go away. Because it's junk. It's stupid. And I don't believe that either side was correct in it. I really don't believe that. It's the antithesis of being honest and a good person to really be continuing with this stuff, because in order to really continue with this, you would have to take one side or another in it, and that would require you to be dishonest. It would require you to not only be dishonest, but fairly ignorant in some range of facts or some other range of facts. That's just it. I have MRA friends, and generally they're not really bad people. They're not dishonest people, and I've also, over the years acquired, well, I wouldn't say feminist friends, and not SJW friends either, but definitely not people who are definitely not on the MRA end of things, and they're generally good, roughly good people too. So why are we continuing this? Why are we continuing this a little bit? There's other things that we could be discussing. There's other things that we could be feuding about. Why don't we just deport both Anita and Carl from the earth already? Why don't we just do that? Anyway, that's my end of it. So y'all have a good day.